Hello everybody, hope everyone's doing well. Kicking ass, taking names, and obtaining. Well, we're to the multicolored. This video, sit down, get some popcorn. These cards got lots of words. We can't just get to this point and be like, alright, they're all commons, they're all gonna suck, we can go through these in 2 minutes. This one's gonna take a little bit longer. What's going on here? That was weird. But yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. Let's make this bigger. Do I want to do it twice so I can read all the fucking words on these? Am I going to be able to do it like this? Dude, there's... Now look at this thing, it's freaking massive. Ah, get out of here. Oh, God. Oh, man. Alright, let's do this. A Johnny Sleeper Agenda. You can pay, it's either 4 mana or 3. If you pay 3, it comes in with 2 loyalty. Okay. If you pay 4, it comes in with 4 loyalty. If it comes in with 4 loyalty, you can instantly distribute 3 1/1 counters to 3 creatures you control. They gain vigilance. That's kind of cool because you can give out pump and they have vigilance so they can keep a Johnny alive. That's pretty good. Okay. You can +1 reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature or planeswalker card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into the bottom. Well, in limited, right? That basically says draw a card. Because either you're putting a land in the graveyard, which who gives a fuck about, or you're revealing a creature and you're like, hell yeah. If it's a like some sort of spell, you probably just keep it, and then it's like, so I would say this is like drawing 0.75 cards, pretty much, maybe 8, and that's really good as a +1 on a planeswalker. This is a really good effect too, and if you have control of the board already and you do this and you're getting ready to do whatever this ultimate is, could be game breaking. You get an emblem with, whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker spell, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. That's weird. That's weird. I mean, there's no other poison cards in the format, probably, so... it just doesn't do anything. If I got to 6, you know what I would do? I would -3 twice over 2 turns. That's what I would probably be doing. Limited, powerhouse, 5 out of 5. Constructed, I'm going to go a little bit lower than you probably think. I'm going to go 4. No, I'm going lower. I don't think it's amazing. I'm going to give it a 2 in constructed, honestly. I mean, 3 mana is pretty strong, but if you play for 3 and then you uptick, you draw a card, then they just kill it with, you know, any sort of removal that does 3 damage. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna go with my gut. Alright, back up 1 or 2. The rest of the cards don't have quite as many fucking words. Hey, can you, like, get out of here thing? Oh, God, it's just dancing right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Judah the Unifier. Okay, legendary creatures you control get ++X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whoa, that's so cool. So if you have like 5 legendaries, everybody's fucking massive. Dude, this card's amazing. This is gonna be an EDH fucking fun house. Alright, wherever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost for the rest of the game on your... put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Sorry about that. Fucked up the end, but whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, you just get to get another legendary from your deck that costs less. Wow. there's gonna be combos with this guy. Because imagine if you have like two legendaries that the like between the two of them they just infinite combo. You play this guy and you play the other one, searching for the other guy. Boom, in play. I guess you could. It's better in. Yeah, man, I'm not feeling it as much. You could play four of the. No, but then you're like, no. 1 out of 5 in constructed, you know, outside of EDH. And in limited, though, limited, it seems fucking awesome and a lot of fun. You just like play it, and you cast one more dude. Like the next turn, you play a 6, and then you hit whatever this thing is. Now, all of our guys. Like they're all getting +3/+3. I was just making sure I was reading. Even he becomes +1/+1, so he's a 6/6 for 5. Um, yeah, and then you're like boom, hitting for 8 or whatever. Maybe one of these legendary dudes has haste, and they're getting in there. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 in limited because it obviously has a lot of restrictions. You have to be 5 colors, but you know. Hey, we have a new Rith. That's awesome. That's fucking cool. Liberator Primeval. Flying. 5 mana, 5/5 flying. Ward 2. Okay. Other dragons you control have Ward 2. Cool. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent controlled was dealt excess damage this turn, create a 4/4 dragon. Okay. That was a lot, but I get it. So you play it, you kill it, one of their dudes, I get a 4/4. Only at the end of your end step, though. Still an awesome card. I mean, the thing is, you're going to play this on 5, right? And then if they do not have a solution for it, you're just going to like start comboing off really hard. Yeah, in limited, 5 out of 5. In constructed, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Still seems a little clunky, but it is very cool. I hope it sees play. Shauna, Purifying Blade, 3 mana, 3/3 lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay X. If you do, draw X cards. X can't be greater than the amount of life you gain this turn. Okay, that's cool. So you gain a little life. You gain 2 life, you pay 2, look at the top. You just draw 2, not look at the top 2, take 1. Oh my gosh, this card's good. If you can play it, and then it can attack the next turn on its own, and survive, and then you just pay 3, draw 3 cards, game over, right? So limited, 5 out of 5. And constructed, I think this card's really good too. I'm going to give it a 4. I mean, it's only 3 mana. It's a 3 mana, 3/3 lifelink. That's already like a respectable stat line and, you know, worthy of playing in a sense. And if it gets to do its thing just one time, game should be over. You know? You just attrition them out at that point. 5 out of 5 seems awesome. Torsen, founder of Benelia. Okay, 7 mana, 7/7. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 7 cards of your library. Put any number of creature and or land cards from among them into your hand. And then the rest on the bottom in random order. When he dies, create 7/1/1 white soldiers. Holy shit. This guy's awesome too. And limited 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. It's a 7/7 for 7. When I deal with it, you get 7/1/1s. What? And it also drew you a bunch of cards too? Dude, this is amazing card. This probably is good enough for standard too. I mean, 7 mana is a lot to ask, but this gives you a 7/7, is drawing you a bunch of cards, and if they deal with it instantly, you get a bunch of 1/1s. Holy shit. 10 out of 10. Amazing card. This is getting a 10 out of 10. 5 in constructed, 5 in limited. Might not see any play in constructed because it's 7 mana. It's the only thing holding it back. Otherwise, this card is godlike. Okay. I wonder what that little symbol means. Does that mean it's like one of those cards you can only get by buying booster boxes? That's what I would guess. I don't know. Okay. Soul of Windgrace. 4 mana 5/4. Jund colors. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may put a land card from a graveyard into the battlefield tapped under your control. Okay, you can even get your opponent's like fetch lands or whatever. Discard a land card, gain 3 life. Discard a land card, draw a card. Discard a land card. This guy gains indestructible at the end of turn and tap it. Yeah, this guy is a win condition. Does all the things. My only question is, why is it a cat again? What? It's my only question. Why are you a cat? Otherwise, I mean, it's an amazing card in both formats, I think. Yeah, limited, yeah, because it just turns your excess lands later on into, like, all sorts of goodies. Limited 5 out of 5 constructed. I mean, I'm going to give it a... These things do have cost, you know. You can't just say that it has it. 3 out of 5 in limited. Or in constructed. 5 out of 5 in limited. Good card. Cool card. Why are you a cat? Alright, another Zur. Oh, I bet the EDH players are excited. Alright. Flying 1/4. Enchantment creatures you control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. Enchantment creatures. Target non or enchantment you control becomes a creature in addition to its other types, and has power and toughness equal to its mana value. That seems amazing. So if you just have a big enchantment in play this, give the enchantment the thing, and then just boom, hit you for a shitload. Oh man. And it's not until end of turn. This lasts. This card's a 5 out of 5 and it's constructed, I think. And limited, it's really good too, I think. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 in limited. It's a little hard to make work, but if you can, wow, what a payoff. Soul Canary, the Tainted, 5 mana 5/5. Grixis. At the beginning of your end step, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Draw a card. Each opponent loses 2 life. And you gain 2 life. Deals 3 damage to up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker. Exile them. Then return to the battlefield under its opponent's control. That's cool. Beginning of your end step. Then you can just kill it though. Before they get to do anything with it, right? And you still get that last turn of attacking with it. So you get 1... Well... So you skip 1, you get 1, 2, 3 turns of attacking with it. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 in limited, and 4 out of 5 in... 4 out of 5 constructed. Seems really powerful. Seems like it could totally be used. 4 mana, 3/2. Flash. I don't know who this is. Urte. Like, Urte is a, oh, it's this guy. I know who he is. Okay. Urte is, like, a French artist. Yeah. I like this guy's art. Sidetrack. Give art little art lesson. I like this guy's art. He mainly draws women in really cool, interesting clothes. But yeah, a lot of style in the world is based on this guy's stuff. You don't even know it. Okay. Enters the battlefield. Choose up to 1. Counter target spell. Oh man, activated ability or triggered ability. Its controller draws a card. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller draws a card. This card does everything you could ever want, right? 5 out of 5 in limited. and 5 out of 5 in constructed. I mean, end of turn. Like, I guess Venser slightly better. Like, Venser just returns it to their hand. This straight up counters it, right? That's like a remand. This is countered. Yeah, they get to draw a card, but you get a 3/2 body. You find the right times to play this guy. End of turn, you play. They didn't do anything, alright. End of turn, play this guy, kill your creature, untap, start hitting you. Yeah, you drew a card, but the tempo was so good. Wow, I love this card. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 in. I don't know what I gave it earlier, but 4 out of 5 in constructed, because it probably won't see play, and I'm gonna be disappointed. I can say, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Not that I was wrong. I'm gonna be like, guys, how did you not figure out a way to play this card? And 5 out of 5 in limited. Rizaz of the Claw, 3 mana, 3/3 menace. Add 2 mana of any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon creature spells. Cool. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard. Wow. Whenever you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, it gains. When this creature dies, exile it. Fair enough. Limited, there isn't a lot of dragons, so probably like a 2 out of 5. Maybe a 3 out of 5. 3 mana, 3/3. I mean, it's not going to change the game, but if it does, it's amazing. Like, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 in limited, but it has the potential to be 5 out of 5 in limited. It also has the 5 out of 5 potential in constructed, but it won't. It's going to go even lower. We're going to take it like a 2/2 in constructed. Okay. Maria, Scholar of Antiquity. 3 mana, 3/3. Gruul. Tap an untapped non-token artifact you control. Add 1. Okay. Tap 2 untapped non-token artifacts you control. Okay. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Ooh. That is kind of a cool effect. Constructed, 2 out of 5. Limited, 2 out of 5. Yeah, it's not going to do a lot. You need non-token artifacts you control. Tap 2 non-token artifacts you control. I mean, in constructed, this could actually see play, but I'm going to give it higher in constructed. I'm going to give it like a 3 in constructed, because you can just go off with a bunch of zeros, just draw a bunch of extra cards. I don't know. King Darien. What is this? 48th? Yeah. 3 mana, 2/3. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. All creatures, no, like legendary creatures. Knights, soldiers. Put a 1/1 counter on King Darien, the 48th, and create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Okay, 5 mana instant speed. Being able to do that's pretty cool. Sacrifice this guy. Creature tokens you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Cool. I like this card. Limited. I'm gonna give it a high rating, like 5 out of 5, because if it just lives and you play it, all your guys are a game bigger, and then you're like, turn 5, use it, gain value by having an extra card in my hand. Turn 6, use it, gain more value by having a card in hand, right? They're like, oh, kill it in response. Okay. Still gonna get the 1/1, and you can sacrifice this guy to just protect all your other dudes. Ivy, I think that's good. 5 out of 5 in limited. Probably unplayable. Well, no, actually not unplayable in constructed. It's Glorious Anthem on a fucking 2/3. 4 out of 5 in limited, or in constructed too. I think this card's good. Probably won't see play because of how power level has increased over the years, but it's a pretty cool card. Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief. 2 mana, 2/1 flying. Whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single target other than this guy, you may copy that spell. The spell targets this thing. Oh, the copy targets it. This is not, I mean, upsides and downsides of this guy, right? the duality of magic. If your opponent goes to just kill this guy, it also kills your version of this guy. Uh, but if you go to pump this guy, or target creature becomes unblockable and draws you a card until end of turn or something, this guy gets it too, and then that's really nice. It's probably still not great though. I'm gonna give it like a 2 out of. Well, no, it's still a 2-mana 2/1 flyer. But in limited, I'm gonna give it like a 2.5. Yeah, it's just not amazing. And in constructed, I'm gonna give it a. Someone might break it, and then I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. Steen, Pronound, uh, Part, Partistan. Okay, 2-mana 2/2. As an edge to battle, choose a card type other than creature or land. Spells you cast of the chosen type costs 1 less to cast. Okay. Exile this guy. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning. Okay, and then it has a blink to save itself, but it's only a little 2/2 that doesn't do a lot. Limited better for 3.5, and then in constructed not a lot. 1. I don't think it's really that great. 4-mana 3/3 Vigilance Ward 2. Other zombies you control have Vigilance. Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary, and it's a 2/2 zombie. Wow, cool. This guy and this guy are best friends. Yeah, 5 out of 5 in limited. I think, because you're probably going to have a chance at multiple legendary creatures. It's going to be like the first Dominaria. Every pack's going to have a legend. That's what I'm anticipating now that I'm looking at this and thinking about it. Because remember the set with this dude? Every pack had a legend in it. Okay. Yeah, really good. 5 out of 5. Astor, Bearer of Blades. This guy's going to see play in constructed, I'll tell you that. Equipment, it looks at the top 7, reveal an equipment or vehicle from among them, putting it into your hand. Okay? That's already gaining you value. And then equipments you control have 1 to equipped, and vehicles you control have 1 to crew. This card is going to see play for sure. 5 out of 5 constructed, and probably 4 out of 5 in limited. I mean, it's a 4-mana 4/4 that will find you another card. You hope. Maybe a 3.5 because you're gonna whiff sometimes. So, Nedema, Primeval Warden, 4-mana 3/4 reach at the beginning. Wait, if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead. When you do, you get a 1/1. Oof, that's really good. Sacrifice a sapling. This guy gets +2/+2 into a turn. Sacrifice 2 saplings. Draw a card. Yeah, the way you get value out of this is really nice. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 in limited. Yeah, this is game changing, and a 2 out of 5 in constructed. Not game changing. Jorah Ageless Innovator. 2-mana 2/3. Put 2 ingenuity counters on her. Then you may put an artifact creature with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the number of ingenuity counters on her. So first you get to play a 2, then you get to play a 4, then a 6, then an 8. I mean, for free, slow, doesn't get to attack, doesn't have a big enough butt. You do get to play it early. Limited, no good. Limited, 1 out of 5. Don't think it's gonna be good. And in constructed, someone might break it. I mean, it does have a good chance of being good. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Urg, Spawn of Turg. Urg, Spawn of Turg. What a name. 3-mana star 5. Power and tough equals to know it lands in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Sacrifice a land, gain 2 life. Ergberg. Frog beast, so I see it now. Blah, I see its mouth. Okay. Meh. Meh. 2 out of 5 in limited. Maybe better. Maybe slightly better, but and 0 out of 5 in constructed. Boring. Radok, Coalition Warlord, 4 mana, 3/3. Dominion. Another target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, or whenever this guy becomes tapped. Okay, so he's the enlist god, dude. You enlist him and put him on like there's a few green guys that, you know, had enlist, so those guys get bigger, like really big. Yeah, I think this card's 4 out of 5. Yeah, it just gets the, even if we were just sending it in as a 3/3, right? Sending in 2 3/3s, one of them becomes a 6/6. I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Iran, Benelia's Ruin, 3 mana, 3/3, menace. Sacrifice another creature. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, man, that's a lot. You throw a creature in front. Yeah, in limited 5 out of 5. Because you're like, I'm going to chump with this guy. Okay. And before it dies, you know, sacrifice it, all my guys get bigger. That seems really good. And it's each creature, so it itself gets bigger. It's also just 3 mana, 3/3 menace, you know, playing it on 3. You can start attacking, and then later on, when guys start, you know, you want to trade up, it's just going to be great. I think it's really good. 5 out of 5 limited, unplayable and constructed. Tatiova, Steward of Tides, 3 mana, 3/3, land creatures you control have flying. Ooh, whenever a land enters the battlefield on your control, if you control 7 or more lands, up to 1 target land you control becomes a 3/3 and gains haste. So boom, hit you for 3 in the air. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Fine. 3 out of 5. Limited. It's okay, not amazing, and unplayable and constructed, I think. I guess the only way this is good is if you, like, search and put 3 lands in play or something, then you get 3 3/3s. That could be pretty cool, but I'm still going to give it a 1 in constructed. 4 mana, 2/4, flying, domain. Whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Put one of them in on top of your library, and the rest on the bottom of your library. Then, if there are 5 more basic land types among lands you control, draw a card. Oh, did you get all that? Did you write that essay down? Holy shit, dude. That all said, flying. When it deals damage, you're getting to draw cards. It has flying. Probably like a 4 out of 5 in limited. And probably unplayable and constructed. And when I say probably, I mean unmotherfucking playable and constructive. Baird, something or other, recruiter. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 token. Oh, so you just, like, if any of your creatures, like, if this guy gets a 3 but somehow, if you cast an instant or sorcery of this guy, boom, you get a dude. I mean, 2 mana dudes that are making guys in limited, that's a pretty strong thing to have. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 in limited. Yeah, it seems like very nice card. Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain trample. Wow, not just it. Oh man, 4 out of 5 in limited. It's got flying. It can hit. I mean, this is everything you want in a blue-red dude. Makes those other guys gain trample. Get in there. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Garna, Bloodfist of Keld. 4 mana, 4/3. Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card. Oh, by the way, this card could see constructed play too. 2 mana. I'm gonna give this like a 4 out of 5 in constructed as well. Has high potential. I mean, this is a very. It's like a prowess lord. And gains trample. Yeah, 5 out of 5. This guy will see constructed play. Garna, Bloodfist of Keld. Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card. If it was attacking, this deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay, that's cool. So you gain, yeah, 5 out of 5 in limited. Because you're trading bodies and you're getting to draw stuff. Ugh, seems amazing. And they're just taking, like, a little bit of damage here and there with it. Alas, Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. 2 mana, 2/2, Death Touch. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Wow, this guy's both ways. Wow, this guy's right. 5 out of 5. This guy's going to see, like, this guy's going to be in EDH decks around the world. Just going to say that. Zohar, Vorvilian Desecrator. 2 mana, 1/2. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard an instant or sorcery card this way, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Sacrifice it. You may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, yeah, it's mid. It's mid. The art is awesome, like a Phyrexian merfolk. I never thought I'd see the day. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of, no, not even that high. Limited, like 2 out of 5 in limited, and then in constructed, maybe a 4 or 5. It has some cool abilities. I think this could be pretty good. Maybe not as high as I said. Maybe like a 3 out of 5 in constructed, or a 0. Okay, Rona, Shieldred's Faithful. 4 mana, 3/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 1 life. You may cast this guy from your graveyard by discarding 2 cards in addition to paying its other costs. Okay, so it just never dies. You just turn your lands into it. I mean, that's pretty good. Late game, just like a recurring 3/4. I'm gonna give this like a 3 out of 5. Maybe 3.5 out of 5. I don't know. Doesn't seem that insane though. Okay, Lagamore, Hand of Hatred, 3 mana, 1/3 at the beginning of combat. On your turn, create a 2/1 trample, haste that dies. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand and shuffle. Activate only if 5 or more creatures died this turn. Whoa. I mean, it's making stuff right away. It's hitting your opponent. I'm gonna give this guy like a not super high. It's hard to have 5 creatures die. Really hard. Give it like a 3 out of 5. Just because it's like constantly making some bodies, but the bodies just die. Now I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. No, I like it. 3 out of 5. It's getting 3 out of 5. Moving on. Queen Elena of Rudhara? I don't know. Shut up. Fuck you. Okay. When power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. Okay. That's pretty good. If 1 or more creature tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a 1/1 soldier, okay, are created. So you get 1 extra token. Then the token is not like an amazing token. It's just a little 1/1 just to help her out. That said, it's only tokens. I've seen the green and white cards. There's not that many tokens. This card could see some play in constructed. I give it in some format, could be played. No, I'm lying. I'm gonna give it a 1. It's on my radar, but constructed, I mean limited, doesn't seem that great either. Maybe like a 3 out of 5 at best. Ruleless Mons Warren Chief. 4 mana, 3/3 menace. Whenever this guy attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield tap. If you don't, put a card onto the battlefield this way. Create a 1/1 red goblin token. Okay, it's pretty good. So if they don't have 2 guys, you can like menace yourself in there, get a 1/1, maybe even get a land, or a 1/1. And you reveal the top, right? Wow, that seems good. Yeah, I'm gonna 4 out of 5 in limited. Yeah, I think it's really a good card. And then Tura, Kinnarud, Sky Knight, 5 mana, 3/3 flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1. Okay. I mean, this should have flying. If this had flying, it'd be pretty good. For this, 3 out of 5. Not insane, honestly. Zar Ojane, Scion of Ephrav. 5 mana, 4/4. When it becomes tapped, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Toughness less than the number of land types you control. So you're saying you want to have all 5, so when it attacks, it itself gets a counter. But you can be giving other stuff counters too when it attacks. So 4 out of 5 in limited? No, probably, yeah, 4 out of 5 in limited seems good. Any higher, I mean, it could take over a game and be very powerful, but time will tell. Burgok, Burtuk, Bone Rattle. Ooh. 6 mana, 4/4 domain. Whereas the battlefield, if you cast it, choose target creature card in your graveyard. Return that card to the battlefield if its mana value is less than the number of basic land types. So you can bring it back like 4/4 or 5/5. Otherwise, and no matter what, you put it into your hand. Yeah, 5 out of 5 in limited. I mean, a Gravedigger, it's kind of expensive, 6 mana, 4/4, but the fact they can also just put directly into play seems amazing. Yeah, 5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Doesn't end the game on its own, but it's like such strong value. Cards that give me like 1.5 value or 2 value, I value it like 4, 4.5, or 5. Somewhere in that vicinity. Tori Devant Fury Rider. 4 mana, 3/3, Vigilance Trample. When it attacks all other attacking creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. Other red attacking creatures you control gain Trample. Untap up to 1 target attacking white creature you control. Wow. 4 out of 5 in limited. And, 0 in constructed. Still cool though. 5 mana, 5/4. You may cast sorcery spells as though they had haste. Pew, 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 lightning guy. That's cool. Look at that. That's a cool art for a card. Whenever this guy attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it and choose new targets. Well, just 2 mana to copy when it's like attacking. My one fault. Why doesn't this guy have haste? He should have haste, right? He's fucking made of lightning. 5 out of 5 seems awesome. Big guy. Maybe not 5 out of 5. Maybe 4 out of 5. Seems good. I really like it though. Wrath, Weatherlight, Steward. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain Vigilance until end of turn. Okay, this does a little bit of all sorts of things. I give this like a 4 out of 5. I like this card. I think it's quite strong. I think it will definitely get this job done. You can like gain extra value by tapping. Got like end it to your turn. Play this instant. Tap it. Like tap 2 guys. Draw a card. Okay, later on, you know, we're in combat. You know, they can't really attack because you can just give your whole board +1/+1, or you're just like, okay, give my board +1/+1, attack with all of it, or attack with a few guys that it makes profitable. You know, there's really good things you can do with this guy. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. All right, we're gonna add a couple more. We're gonna do the artifacts and the lands in this video too. There's not very many, so we're gonna buckle down and get into it. All right. Timeless Lotus, 5 mana. When it enters the battlefield, tapped and it can tap for 1 of every color. Whoa. Cool. Cool. I mean, I don't know if it's, but limited, it's pretty mid actually. Maybe like a 1 out of 5. But in constructed, whoa, this could do some stuff. Fortunately, there's the battlefield tap, but you have to, right? I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 5 in constructed, just because of high potential. This card can do some stuff. All right. Karn's Silex. When it enters the battlefield tapped, players can't pay life or cast spells or to activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. All right, that's cool. Exile to destroy each non-permanent with mana value X or less. Activate only as a sorcery. X or less? This card's amazing. This card's a 5 out of 5 in limited. And in constructed too, it's probably really good. I'm just imagining like all the things this blows up. Yeah. This guy can blow some shit up. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 in constructed. It doesn't do anything the turn it comes into play, so that might actually be pretty bad. Maybe 2 out of 5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. If it aired on tap, just like the last card, it would be way too good though. Alright. Rather light completed. 2 out of 5/5. What? Flying. What? If it has 4 or more these weird counters on it, it's a Phyrexian creature in addition to its other types. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a counter on it. Then draw a card that has 7 or more counters on it. If it doesn't, scry. Wait, what am I missing? What's the vehicle? It's a vehicle, but what's the crew cost? Hold on, I have to not be seeing this card right. What? It's a 2 mana 5/5 flying. What am I missing? This is the first one that doesn't have a crew cost. In order to animate this, you're going to need 4 counters on it. Communicate 3 counters. These counters, you're going to need your creatures to die. Oh, well, that's some interesting. Oh, it becomes a Phyrexian creature. I see. I get it. Cool card. Probably. Whenever creature dies, put a counter on it. And you're just scrying. Limited's probably still fine. Limited, I mean, 2 out of 5 maybe. Constructed, I don't think it's gonna be good. Okay, golden. Argosy? This boat. Okay. 4 mana, 3/6. When it attacks, exile each creature that crewed it this turn. Return them to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting. So it's blinking things. That's kind of cool. A free blink on a 3/6. Probably pretty strong. I'm gonna say limited. This card's like a 4 out of 5 because it's gonna give you a bunch of extra triggers. I mean, it's pretty sizable. And constructed, probably not good, but cool. Relic of Legends, 3 mana, tap, add 1 mana of any color, tap an untapped legendary creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. Wow, this card's awesome. 5 out of 5 in both. I mean, maybe not unlimited. In constructed, this card could be broken. I mean, it's going to make so much extra mana. Yeah, this card's great. Jordix Codex, 5 mana, draw a card. Costs less for each land type among lands you control. So if you have one of every land type, this is just 5 mana, and then this is just drawing you 2 cards every turn the rest of the game. 5 out of 5. Holy shit. Constructed, this card's going to see play. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Buy your foil versions of this art now, because it's going to look sexy too with all that rainbow in there and be an artifact. In limited, yeah, it's also really good because it's just you're gonna have 3, probably creature land types. So then you're just like 2 mana, draw a card extra every turn. Yeah, it was 5 mana investment to start, but I think that's gonna be a really nice card. Obviously, there's gonna be some decks you don't want it in, and some decks you don't want to have it in against. But I think it's a nice card. Walking Bulwark, 1 mana, 0/3, Defender. Until end of turn, target creature with Defender gains haste, can attack as though it didn't have Defender, and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So, turn 2, you're attacking with the guy as a 3/3? Okay. Kinds. Also, activate only as a sorcery. Okay. I missed that last part. I was like, can't you just use this during your opponent's turn when they're attacking and kill their dudes? Okay, Inscribed Tablet. Limited 2 out of 5. Still a wall at the end of the day. And in constructed, unplayable. Inscribed Tablet, 1 mana, and then 1 mana, sacrifice this, reveal the top 5 cards of your library, put a land card from among them into your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. If you don't, put a card into your hand this way, draw a card. Okay, seems good. 5 out of 5 in constructed. It's going to see play. This exact thing has seen play before, and we'll see play again. And in limited, it gets you the land you need, or it just draws you a card. Wow. 4 out of 5 in limited? Just fixes your... Yeah, I like this. Heroes, Heirloom, 2 mana, equipped 2, chain creature gets +2/+1, as long as it's legendary, has trample and haste. That's good. Just throw it right into combat. That's a pretty strong equipment. 4 out of 5. And 4 out of 5 seems good. Meteorite, always been mid. I'm gonna give this like a 2 out of 5. I've played them before, but I don't ever really like it. 2 mana. Okay. Activate only once. Okay, I was like, why wouldn't this just fix all your mana problems? Your mana woes. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5. Actually, it's a 1/3. I'm gonna give this, 2.5 out of 5. It will have homes. I like this. Vanquisher's Axe, 1 mana, +2/+0, equip 2. It's a strong one. I'm gonna give this call this a 3 in limited. 4 mana, 1/4. This guy adds the battlefield, search your library for a creature card with Defender, reveal it and put it into your hand. Lame. So bad. Zero. Zero. I mean, I guess there's like, there is a defender themed deck, so there's one for limited. You know, that one deck is gonna want it, so we're gonna give it a 1. Okay. Automatic Librarian, 3 mana, 3/2. And there's the battlefield Scry 2. Scry 2 is fine, and 3 mana, 3/2 isn't awful. 3. I'll give it a 3. I like this card. Alright, lands. Last bit. This card, $100 one day. That's what I'm going to name this. $100 one day. Okay, move on. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. Okay. Enters the battlefield, choose a land type. Is the chosen type. Mana abilities of this cost an additional 1 life to activate. Huh. Oh. Wow. Cool. What a cool card. Cool concept. I don't think it's great. That's being said. I'm going to give it like a 1 in both. Actually, I'm going to give it a 2 in constructed, but I don't think it's good. Okay, these land cycle, they're making 6 and they're making 4 in the next set. I'm a fan. I think it's good. Okay, so tap lands, these actually count as the basic land types. Oh my god. Wow. That increases all those domain cards I was thinking. This format looks fun. Okay, I'm not going to give these numbers, right? I'm going to give this where I would draft them priority. All of them. Probably, you know, around pick 4, 5, or 6. That's what I'm thinking. By the way, they doubled up on this one. There's supposed to be a different one here. What color is it? Tell me in the comments below, because I don't know, and I'm not going to do the math to figure it out. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you all. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Kick ass, take names, obtain, have fun in this format. I'm really excited for it. And I'll see you all on the flip side. Peace. Tell me how I did. I'm going to be doing a review later on. Tell me what cards you think I undervalued or overvalued. I'd like to know. I want to interact with people, so yeah, just let me know. You have a great rest of your day.